Albert Einstein, the man who made time travel possible. Okay, maybe that last part isn't true. But today we are going to talk about how close he may have been to cracking the code of traveling through time. Einstein was born in Germany in 1879 and died in the United States in 1955. During his lifetime, developed theories that changed the world. Most of us know him for his most famous equation, E equals mc squared, which is used to describe the equivalence of mass and energy. But he also developed a few other pretty important equations that helped change our understanding of the universe, like his theory of special relativity. But there is one set of his notes that seems to have vanished into thin air, or at least that's what some people say. It all started back in 1923, when Einstein presented a series of papers in Japan. One set included his famous mass and energy equivalence formula, which we talked about earlier, E equals mc squared. This was an important moment for Einstein. Not only was he sharing his groundbreaking work with the scientific community in Japan, but he was also explaining it to an audience that didn't speak German or English. In fact, most of them only knew Japanese. So Einstein had to translate his own work into a language he didn't even know. According to reports, he worked with a translator named Torihiko Ito to adapt his papers from German to Japanese. But once they were finished, the translated set of notes disappeared, and since the original German was lost in transit, these became the only version that existed. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened to those pages. Some say they were misplaced or destroyed accidentally. Others believe there is a more sinister reason behind their disappearance. You see, rumor has it that the missing notes contained a formula for time travel. Of course, this isn't anything Einstein actually invented. He just adapted his own theories of space and time to explain how the two concepts intertwined in ways that were previously unknown. Basically, he showed how time wasn't just a tick-tock on the clock, but a real physical quantity that could be measured just like space. He proposed that space and time intertwined in a four-dimensional fabric that could be manipulated by gravity and motion. Some say these ideas are too radical for the scientific community at the time, and the papers were suppressed before they could be published. But if that's true, why would someone go to such lengths? Einstein was already famous in 1923, and his work could get some serious attention. If his theory of general relativity was correct, it meant that time travel might be theoretically possible. And for some powerful people in the scientific community, that kind of discovery could threaten their funding and recognition. So what really happened to the notes? Well, over the years, stories have swirled around Einstein's missing papers. The most popular one involves a student of Einstein who claimed to have seen him writing out the same symbols that were in the missing notes. He was in Einstein's office one day and saw him scribbling away on a napkin. Then he watched in amazement as Einstein took the napkin and put it in an acid bottle, effectively burning it. Of course, this story is secondhand and there is no hard evidence to support it. All we have is the word of a former student who witnessed the alleged event. And while it sounds pretty convincing, it's possible that the whole thing is just a myth. There's no reason to believe that Einstein was trying to hide his work from his students, especially since he wasn't even working on a theory of time travel. He was merely explaining his existing theories in a different language. Sure, it would have been cool if the notes contained a secret formula for traveling through time. But even though this story makes for a great legend, there's probably a simpler explanation for what happened to the notes. They were probably lost or destroyed accidentally. While that might disappoint a few time travelers out there, it's probably for the best. If Einstein's work really did contain a formula for traveling through time, it would be so dangerous that we shouldn't even know about it. Now check out my video on why hasn't anyone traveled back in time yet, or watch this video instead.